Sorry about that. I'm here.
Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and we're going to have a wonderful day today. Thank you so much. And I want to welcome all the women, especially because of this Women History Month. Thank you for joining us, all the great women out there. And this program today is in honor of Women History Month. And all the men also that support the women, we thank you for what you're doing, because you know that if you are empowering a woman, you are empowering a generation. So thank you for being you. Thank you for in spite of everything, supporting all the women in your life. Thank you so much. And this is going to be useful for not only the women, but also the men, so it's useful for everybody. You know that on this platform every month or every Wednesday, we always come back here to give back to you on your Break Into Tech show, where you can learn a lot about tech and what you can do to get a job, keep the job, and grow on the job. So let's share this with everybody on your platform. Share. Welcome. And let me know where you're joining us from, your name and where you're joining us from. I'm going to bring our guests so we can get started. Okay, so thank you so much. Happy Women History Month. Thank you so much. Today's discussion is going to be about tech journey to 200K plus cybersecurity career. You can do well in cybersecurity. You don't need to have an IT background or even a tech degree. You can do well in tech. And this is going to prove that to you today as we discuss on this interview. So make sure you have your pen and notepad ready, because you're going to learn a lot from this journey today. If you're trying to break into tech, feel free to schedule a call with me. It's going down, like it's scrolling down here. So schedule a call. www.myituniversity.com. You all know me already. I've been in tech for 30 years plus, 3 decades, and I've done everything in tech. I have like 4 degrees in tech. I'm working on my 5th degree, which is the last degree. And I love tech so much. I have experience in every area of tech, from software engineering, cybersecurity, project management, cloud architect, name it. I've done everything in tech, and I'm grateful for that. And now what I'm doing for the past 15 plus years now is to give back to the community. So I've been doing that now for a long time, even more than that, to give back, like 17 years now to the community, or constantly giving back. And that's what we're here for today too, to give back to the community. So thank you so much for your time. So I'm going to bring my guest. She's also part of us from IT University, to introduce herself, and you can hear directly from her. Welcome.
Hi, Professor Temi. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I used to look at this show and dream of the day that I would be invited. So I made it, and I'm here. And hopefully the next time will be one of you. So I'm so happy to be here. Quick introduction about myself. I am Dr. Doreen Takusi. I actually a pharmacist by background, PharmD. And I like the way Prof started this call, because she said you don't have to have any IT background. And that's me. I had no clue even how to turn on a computer. But with her mentorship, following her instructions, I'll tell you for sure that I thought I was a leader. I had great roles. I really did. But coming to my IT university, following her, being under her mentorship has given my life another chance. Not only my life, my children, my husband, my family. So I'm happy to be here, and please chat, ask us questions, as I know we are going to be able to pull you along. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you so much, Dr. Doreen, for joining us today. I'm super excited to see this because many a time when I tell people, you can break into tech, you can make good money, you can make 200K plus, you can do this, you can do that. People like, what? Is it possible? They don't believe it. But people start seeing what I'm saying, like, it's real. So today I'm bringing somebody that I mentor into tech to you and hear from her how she broke in, what she's doing, and what you can do. So from time to time, I'll bring these high caliber executives here that have been, through us, and you see what I'm saying. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. So my first question to you, and people in the audience, we always want to, you also can ask questions. So feel free to do that. So my first question would be, how did you transition into tech from a non-tech background?
That's a great question. I felt like I got stuck and I needed a change. For those of us in healthcare, it is becoming very, very overwhelming. At some point in my life, I was a senior director of operations. I was covering at some point 3 states, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Thought I was making good money and good bonuses. And it just became overwhelming. Things were not going as planned. So I decided that I needed to take a break. My health was being challenged. You know, those calls when at night you're on call or a patient has done this or a team member has done that. It was very uncertain. So one day I said, I remember Professor Tammy from probably 10 years ago. Then I saw her post on WhatsApp. And I said, you know what, let me reach out to her. My spirit, I was very nervous and concerned because I'm like, IT, how does that happen? How will I do that? When I reached out to her, my first discovery call with her, after I drop off the call, I just knew I could do it. The first thing she told me was that you don't have to have any technical background. She did not say, oh, you too. She did not judge me. She said, you can do this and it will completely change your life. And I got off the call. I said, wow. She didn't ask me, why are you leaving this big role and all of this money? Because she knew that she can mentor me to get a better position. And like she said on there, to get paid above 200K with bonuses on that. So that's how I started my journey, joined the class. And ever since then, my life has never been the same. I work full time from home. I'm able to go to all my son's game. I have more time with my family, more time with my children, earning a little bit, well, not a little bit, way more, and having a good quality life. So that's how I transitioned.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. So you transitioned and were able to help your tech journey to break in. And you don't have no tech background before. So, and okay, you're saying, oh, you transition and are there cybersecurity jobs out there? People say, oh, there's this, oh, we don't know if there's jobs. We don't know if there are jobs out there. What's going on? What are you seeing?
Okay, let me talk from an executive standpoint because really I'm working as a chief compliance officer. Thank you, Professor Tammy, and thanks to my IT university, I ended a good role. And just in one company, I see openings all the time. Have you tried to just go to LinkedIn and put a cybersecurity and see how many within a week? For over 20,000. And you have to apply every single day. I used to tell Prof that, you know what, some days I apply for 20 jobs a day. You have to be consistent. You have to be persistent. And just like companies that I know or people that I network with, we are constantly looking for someone. Vulnerability scanning jobs are in a high rise. So yes, there are so many cybersecurity jobs out there. Apply, and apply.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dorian. And that's what I always tell people. When you're looking for a job, don't only focus on GRC. Since you have vulnerability management as a role, incident response as a role that you've done before, always add those things and let it spice up your resume so they can see those things. Very good. Thank you so much. So let's ask you the next question. And people in the audience, I'm not hearing from you today. I'm sure you're in a day's position like, let's see the face of 200K plus person. You know? So ask your questions. Let's see if you have any questions so we can ask Dr. Doreen. Hi, Rita, I see you. Welcome. Okay, so let's see if you have questions so we can ask her. Okay, what are your biggest challenges you face and how did you overcome them?
The biggest challenge was my first interviews and my first calls with a recruiter. I remember I used to record all my interviews because it was a wall that I wasn't used to. So my first interview, I think I said NIST 500 instead of NIST 800, but I'm happy I did it. It's that initial step that we have to take. So that was the challenge. And that's what a lot of people are going through. But I'm the kind of person that I take risks. I just go out there. And that was even before we finished the class, Professor Tammy, if you remembered. I had told her that I'm just going to apply. We were still in class. I got excited. I knew this was going to change my life. And I said, there are jobs out there. I went on LinkedIn. I saw it. I applied. And the first few interviews, I wasn't sure what I was doing. But trust me, by the fifth one, I was confident. I nailed it. So, like you or anybody watching us, just start. You will make some mistake, but it's in the process of making those mistakes that you will get better. And let me tell you guys a secret that worked for me. Professor Tammy, I don't know if she's mentioned it before. She has the treasury box.
Treasure box.
Treasure box. See, I'm already thinking money treasury. The treasure box. I'm telling you, I got that. And that totally made it so easy. Any question you can imagine or think about cybersecurity, it is on that tool. If you don't have it, please get it. I use that personally, and that helped me quite a bit. So yes, my challenge was getting started, made some few mistakes, but right now I'm good with the help of that treasure box. So it's really important that you get that and use it.
Okay, thank you so much, Dan. That's a link to the treasure box. I just put it up here and I put it in the chat. I always tell people, get your treasure box. Don't play with it, and it's on sale now. So it's on our website. Make sure you get it. I see Rita coming in. Thank you, Rita, for joining us. Patrick, thank you. And also Kat, thank you so much for being here. That's what I'm saying. You can do well. You can break into tech. You can, do great things in tech just as Dr. Doreen. Thank you very much. Get your treasure box, okay? If you get on our website, myituniversity.com, the first thing you will see there is a treasure box. Click on it, it take you straight there. If you get that treasure box, it's going to really help your life. If you're trying to get started in tech, if you are already in tech and you're trying to move up career, it's going to help you. Thank you so much, Dr. Doreen. So, Dr. Doreen, what are your best 5 soft skills that helped your transition to tech? Soft skills, for people that don't know, these are your intrapersonal skills. These are skills that you are born. It's like your talent. It's like what is in you, and you can use those things in tech. They are of great advantage. So, Dr. Doreen, what are your 5?
Right. Soft skill, believe it or not, interviewers are looking for that. How do you communicate? Communication is key in cybersecurity because you're working with different disciplines and different teams, IT, engineering. You need to communicate with your stakeholders. So communication is just one of the skills that I've had, and it worked really good. Collaboration. You should be able to know who to collaborate with, when, and how. Because you get put in a role where you're pulling different resources, managing different projects, making sure policies are in line, controls are in place. You have to talk to people. So we cannot be shy. We cannot hold back. And then confidence. So I like this, my 3 C's, because I communicate, I collaborate, and I have the confidence. Some of us will say, oh, I have an accent. Oh, I'm a female. Oh, I'm young. Oh, I'm African. All of those are just naysayers. I put it in my mind. Okay. Have the confidence that you have the knowledge, which is the technical skills, that you can make it happen. So communicate clearly, easily, not too complicated. Collaborate with people, talk to them. Sometimes you might need to go out of your comfort zone, but that's cybersecurity. And then you have to have the confidence, knowing that you have the knowledge. And of course, have a mentor, okay? That's a soft skill that people don't talk about. I cannot count how many times I reach out. I say, hey, I need this for this interview. Professor, tell me, what do you think? And she's always there to help. Have other people in the community that you collaborate with too to help you in your journey. All right. And analytical, you have to be able to analyze stuff. Things are coming your way. You have to put it together. You have to have your own personal framework, right? We have cybersecurity framework, but you have to know how you work. And sometimes you make a couple of mistakes in the process, but you have to know you and know your blind spot and know how you can formalize the way you work to meet the goals of the organization.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. And I want people in the audience to ask questions. Don't just say, hi, Dr. Temi. Hi, yeah, okay, yeah, the trial, people are asking you, the trial boss, what is it about? What is why did you find it beneficial? And is it just question and answer? What is it? Someone is asking that.
So it's not just question and answers, it goes in depth. For example, tell me about yourself. Okay. Tell me about yourself in a healthcare role is different. Where I'm from, I would have said it's quite a different thing. And tell me about yourself is different in cybersecurity. And tell me about yourself is not telling me about your children, your kids, and all that stuff. So it gives you the reasoning behind those questions, and it kind of gives you how to answer it. All right. For example, it tells you what are the tools they are looking for in a cybersecurity job. For example, I mentioned being analytical. They can ask you for a strength. Yes, you can have a very good strength as in cleaning, but that is not going to help you get a job. So you want to, what Professor Tammy has done in this tool is that she has put together the tools that we need to earn that job, the skills that we need, the talents that we need, the weaknesses that we have to, because everybody has weaknesses. If they ask you about, tell me about some of your weakness, what are you going to say? You can say a weakness that will cost your jobs, right? So it goes in depth as to simple questions like that. And then it also goes to talk about the tools like RSA, Archer Service Now. Then it asks questions about those and how those are used. Then it even goes further to talk about the risk management framework. It talks about incident report. Do you have a playbook? I'm telling you, the treasury box is amazing. You can tell Professor Tammy that I have studied that treasury box. How will you respond in an incident? What is the difference between an incident and a business continuity report? Those are some of the things that if you want to earn a role that you make 200K plus, you must listen to that treasury box, because the way you answer a question will put you in an executive level or just a regular cybersecurity job.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Because if you need a job and there's some question that will not be covered in the class, just because of how things are, moving, but in the treasure box, when you sit down and you listen to it, it's going to prep you for everything from general questions, behavioral situational questions, to technical questions, now going to all the different framework. It goes over RMF, PCI-DSS, ISO, and all the incident response vulnerability management tools, resumes, LinkedIn, what you can ask your hiring manager, everything is a box. And right now it's actually built into the curriculum. Everybody must have it. So thank you so much, Dr. Doreen. And please ask your question. Okay. I want to ask you also, like, let me ask you, what advice do you give to women that think they are not good enough, can't break and protect? What advice do you give to them?
You are good enough. You're more than good enough. Okay. And believe it or not, I think that there are a lot of stuff that we can do as women because we are great multitaskers. We can do 20 things at the same time. If you can have a child, manage your home and work and do everything, you can be very good in cybersecurity. Most of my meetings, even before I started doing cybersecurity, most of the time I was the only woman. And like I said, you have to have that confidence. I know that as a woman, they did not say that a man can do this and a woman cannot do this when it comes to cybersecurity. Let's be specific, right? You have to understand that you have the knowledge. You have to understand that you're able to do it. And most importantly, if I can do it from a place where I was dealing with hospitals, patients, administration to cybersecurity, I think that you can do it too. And also, who are we talking to right now? Professor Tammy. And looking at her, I think she's a woman, right? If she can do this for 20 years and she's able to mentor us, you can do it too. So make yourself a gift in this his month of women, and just go for it and join, talk to her. She can link you up with me if needed, and we can help you together so you can also grow. So I just don't want any woman to have any self-doubt, self-sabotage, imposter syndrome. All of those are just things that are going to hold you back. But I want you to understand that you have it inside of you. You have the seed inside of you, and you just need to nourish it and put yourself in an environment that will enable that seed to grow. You can do it.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And somebody is asking, is the trial box a video or audio? The trial box is a video. It's a video. You sit down, you listen, you see all the text. It show you the text and give you the answer in text. You can visualize it, and it's in a video format. Okay. So if you're interested in trial box, go ahead and get it. It's on there. If you just click on the link, go on the website and check it out. Okay. Yeah. And somebody also said here, the trial box is a must-have. Currently using it to prep for my interviews. Okay, so go on there and check it out, guys. Thank you very much for that. So another question I want to ask you is that how do you balance, okay, your personal life and your work life? Now you're an executive in this level, and how do you balance?
The great thing about having a role with cybersecurity is that you're able to work remotely, like I mentioned. I make more money in the process. Working before as an executive, I was working in healthcare, and it was very trying. It was very challenging. I had some late nights, come home really, really late. Saturdays, I was on call. I had to run back and do stuff. But with cybersecurity, it is very easy to balance all of that, because for me right now, I'm 100% remote. And even if I have to go to the office once or twice a week, which I don't per my job, you have that moment where you can really balance it because you have the opportunity to work at home. So this morning I woke up early. I'm able to drop my kids to school, which is something that I've been wanting to do for years. I can do that. I can work by 5, I'm done, and then I can go pick them up. Some days are not that easy, but at least it's I have that time, that flexibility to pick up the kids, to drop the kids, and also to work from home. So I think that for me, working remotely has really helped me to balance it up. And I would not have done that with any industry if I did not join the cybersecurity world.
Very good, very good. So thank you so much for that. And Claire is asking, Claire is one of our Scrum Masters. She's trying to transition into cybersecurity, I think. She's still going back and forth on that. But she's asking a question this morning. What is the best role in cybersecurity to transition into from a project manager?
I would probably recommend starting just like a cybersecurity analyst, so that you can have your foot inside the cybersecurity team. Okay. And, after I finished my classes, I took my certifications. I took as simple as Security Plus, because I wanted to be able to get in the room and speak confidently and knowledgeable. So Claire, if you're already a project manager, you are already right up there, because you're talking to teams, because project managers pull different teams, different disciplines together. So you have a skill that you're already ahead of so many people. So right now, just jump in there and get a role like maybe a cybersecurity analyst to start, and then you build it from there.
Exactly. And that's what I told her that, we have a class that's actually starting on next week, actually. Next week is our next class. If you are interested, feel free to reach out so that you can be in the class. It's going to start on April 3rd. April 3rd. Join that class so that you can, by this time, you'll have been getting your job already. Okay? Okay, so a couple of questions they're asking here. Or someone is also asking, the trial box, you don't need a coupon. It's already on sale. Just go in there, click it. It's going to take you straight in. Okay, very good. So Claire, join the class. Join the class. You know how it works with your Scrum. You get a job right away. So join this new class that we're starting. So can you share some strategies you have employed to survive the first 90 days? Mumuni, that's from Mumuni, UK.
Great question. So I do a couple of things. During my interview, when they ask me, do you have any questions? After I've gone through all my interview questions, I always ask them, tell me, how will my next 90 days look like? What are some of the challenges that you think I will face in my first 90 days? So I write all of those down, and I ask I probably interview about 6 to 10 people in most of my roles. I ask at the end of my interview, I have an idea what my challenges are. So I always do scoping. As an analyst, as someone that was cybersecurity, you need to start. And once you tell them that, you know what, I'm going to start maybe the first week, 2, 3, just to scope around, dig around, do some gap analysis, look for a baseline. What do I mean by that? You want to know the company you're working with. You can have two companies on telecommunication, but their goals and their scopes of practice is very, very different. So those first few days, months, you want to understand the scope of their business. Why are they in business? What are their goals? What is their roadmap? Where are they going to? Where do you fit in? You want to take time to scope and understand. Check the baseline. What policies are in place? Of course, you have to sync all of those to your ask, to your role, to your description. The first 90 days, you're doing some gap analysis. You're seeing, oh, they have this, they don't have this, they need to have this. You're reaching out to Professor Tam, you're reaching out to the community, to your mentors. Oh, I'm discovering this. What do you think about that? You have to collaborate. It is also very important, your first 90 days, to identify the stakeholders, the people that will work with you to make you to be successful in your role. Okay, you have to connect with them. You have to have one-on-ones with them. Schedule meet and greets. Go to your calendar and schedule. I've scheduled a couple for a couple of my roles. Hi, I'm just new. I just want you to tell me about how we can help each other out. I just joined the team. Tell me some of the things I need to do. Schedule meet and greet. Meet all the stakeholders. Understand the scopes. Understand the gap analysis. I'm telling you, your boss will be very, very impressed with you. Right now, you know what? They just tell me, just tell me what you need. I don't even have a lot of meetings anymore because you set a pace for them to know that you are here not just for you, but to work together as a team so that the company can succeed. So that is what I do. I scope, I connect with collaborators, and then I do some gap analysis to know the baseline and also for myself where I want to be in 3 months.
Exactly. And that leads us to the next question I wanted to ask you. What's your next career? Your next career. What are you looking at? The next short or near term? What's your long-term goal in this career?
It's for sure that I'll never leave my cybersecurity world. I love patient care. I love patient to be healed, but I just choose not to go back to that. I want to be a mentor in the community. I want to get to Professor Tammy's level. I probably now want to be teaching, but I want to make people, women, understand that this is the path that was divinely created for us to be able to work from home and have a good life. My son plays football for D1, University of Maryland. Working has made me to be able to see 3 of his games. Usually just my husband and the kids will go. My youngest, my 14-year-old, plays football for a league. I was in Atlanta for his league. I went to New Jersey. I was in Virginia. I'm able to have that balance that I need because I think my family comes, apart from God, Jehovah, my family is next. So I have that time to spend with them. So my long-term goal, because I cannot say I want to be an executive because I am right now at a cybersecurity company, is just to be a voice in the community, just for somebody like Professor Tammy to reach out to me, a voice to let people know that if I can, you can, and to give that hand of support to pull someone along so together we can make it happen for us, for our families, and for our lives.
Thank you so much, Dr. Doring, for that. Yeah, that's one very important thing, the benefit of tech. Can you share with us, some people have some questions here too, but can you share with us what are the benefits that you see in tech that are readily available there that you think people really need? What are the benefits of breaking into this career?
I think it's a tool that is always going to be needed. I feel like even with AI, they need us even more because the human being is going to have to look at those electronic stuff. This is the only job role that human beings are needed. Have you gone to retail now? Sometimes they don't even need pharmacists. You punch in your code, punch in everything, your pill will come out labeled and with your directions on there. Robots are doing surgeries right now, right? They're doing surgeries right now. So cybersecurity, I really want us to get this, that, for example, one of the companies I'm working with, we are looking at AI tool, but it cannot run itself. It still needs human being like me and you to put the controls in place, to audit those controls, to monitor those controls. So if you want a role that you're confident that is not going to go away over time with the technology world, it is going to be cybersecurity, because human beings are always going to be needed to see what the systems and technology are doing. That's one thing I have to say about cybersecurity. And again, like I said, the quality of life that you have and the excitement that you get knowing that you are part of securing, protecting a company's asset, tools, and people, it's just a reward that is amazing. At the end of it, as cybersecurity analysts, we are here to make sure that data, patients' rights, or consumers' rights are preserved and protected. And it's a feeling that I'm so passionate about it that I feel good when I see that I've been part of the remediation to protect an asset or company.
Very good. Thank you so much. In as much as there's so many data breach now due to, all this, you can hear that a lot. And even with AI also, it's an advantage and a disadvantage and a challenge for tech. So cybersecurity come in handy to help us mitigate those issues. So thank you so much. And for everybody that have a question, ask your question now. We're probably going to be running up in the next, 5 minutes. Is that okay for you, Dr.
Yeah.
Doran? So ask your question now, because she's an executive. She gotta go. This is live show. So there's someone is asking, what's your current role in cybersecurity, Dr. Doran?
Chief Compliance Officer.
Chief Compliance Officer. You hear that? Very good. And Momoni from UK is asking, I have another question. How have you dealt with difficult stakeholders?
First of all, give them the benefit of the doubt. Understand that perceptions are different, and understand where you're going. You will have difficult stakeholders. I have had one. I have had a couple. But once I have my goal in mind, I work towards that goal. I find a way to understand where they're coming from. And I usually say, I do understand where you're coming from, but this is what the framework is saying. This is what this is saying. Try as much as possible in our role. We can never take anything personal. Come with that confidence, come with that smile, come with that positive energy. And when they've tried you 1, 2, 3 times, they will give up because they understand that it's not getting to you because you're genuinely there to help the company and the goal. Those that are difficult to get to, they would eventually fall in place.
Exactly. So not taking it personal is a job. At the end of the day, you are trying to help. So don't let it get to you. The empathy, understanding them from their point of view and meeting them at that point. They'll be able to work with you at that point in time and ask questions. And that's part of the thing I do for my students. If they have any question like that, any situation like that, they tell me, this is what is happening. My boss is doing this, this is doing that. What should I do? What should I say? I don't know what to do. Calm down. Do this, do that. That's what we do for our student at IT University. Because once you are here, your family, I will continue to help you through your career. Okay? Thank you so very much. Somebody's asking, is this live share recorded for everyone to listen again? Yes, this is recorded live. You go on your YouTube, even right where you are, it's going to be right there on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You can always see it there. So thank you so much, Dr. Doran. Thanks, Sabino, for the feedback. That's Momoni. And okay, somebody said, I missed the part where we talk about the first 90 days. You can always go back there and listen. And someone asking, I love Prosemi for setting this meeting up for us to benefit. You're welcome. So thank you, everybody. I hope we've been able to answer your questions. And to bring Dr. Doran here today is an honor and a privilege. And I'm so super proud of her, that she's able to join us. And we have so many other executives, even though they are so busy, pulling them to come. So it's hard, but I think that she's able to join. I'll be bringing other people also here so that you can learn from them. So I will allow her to share a final word before I will let her go to our meetings. And what's your final word of encouragement to the listeners?
So what I would tell everybody right now is that I started this journey with cybersecurity with Professor Tammy with a lot of doubts. I didn't know what I was heading to. I didn't know what I was doing. Because in my mind, I thought I had arrived with my previous roles. But joining her and being under her mentorship, like I said, me and my family will forever be grateful to her and God for connecting us together. What I would tell you is that follow the process. Listen to what she is saying. If you have not set up that call, for example, you're still having doubt, do I want to do this? I don't want to do this. Just schedule a call, talk to her. For me, I just schedule a call by fate because honestly, I never knew I was even going to do it until I spoke to her. That's when I took the next step. After that, once you get on the class, get involved. I decided to be a leader. I don't know if Professor Tammy remember this, of my group, and I actually named my group the Billionaire Tuesday Group. That's how much I desired to win in the cyber security world. So I will tell you, it works. There's so much jobs out there. People need you, but you need to avail yourself. You need to take this seriously. You need to put in the time, and you need to be able to be mentored. It is really important that you're teachable, you're mentorable, because you can place that call, you can join the class, but you're not able to be mentored. Some of us know too much and know it all, and our spirit is not letting us to grow. So I really want to end this by telling you, take that step of faith, make that phone call, and join us, because I know if I can do it, you also can do it. Also, I want the world to hear that I'm thanking Professor Temi. I left her a voicemail when I got my first job. The amount was amazing. The numbers, the role. I felt like I was dreaming. I was screaming. So, Prof, for me, my husband, my 5 kids, thank you so much for changing our life. Thank you.
Nobody needs that job more than you. You put everything into every other thing, and the way you do everything is the way you do one thing is the way you will do everything.
Yes.
Like I know how we met. I knew you for like 10 years, but when you called me and you told me you want to do it, I told you you can do it. I know you. I said I know you that you can do it. Like, how do you know? I said I know. I see you there already. I said really? Yes. Are you sure? I said yes. I'm sure. And you said okay. So I'm gonna join. Then you join. I said, you need to be a team leader. I said, why? I said, because you are a leader. He said, what do you mean? I said, I see it. And he said, okay, I'll be a leader. I remember those days. And then you became a leader and you just run the race, you know. So, and I told people, look out for Dr. Doring because I know. Even though she doesn't know cybersecurity yet, but once she gets started, and you did it. And I'm so happy that I can show the world our golden, our diamond, you know, our executives like you, so that they can listen and they can hear.
Yeah.
Some people, they doubt.
Yeah.
Doubting yourself. When you doubt yourself, you're already 50% defeated.
Defeated. Yep. Exactly.
There's nothing, when you're 50% defeated, that's like a D.
Yeah.
So you're already failing.
Yeah.
Don't doubt. When somebody is telling you so, I see myself as a voice for this generation, for tech, especially the niche of cybersecurity. I'm not in this role I don't see myself in this role by mistake. I'm in this role by divine orchestration and setting. And I note that. So that's why when God send people to me, I'm accountable for them. And that is why you see me. Once people join our program, we are mentoring them through every Saturday. Constant mentoring, and they don't have to pay for that. And we can still come back to me after many years and I'll still help them. They are all here. Like before we came, now there's somebody that just called me. President, I just got a new job and they're asking for this. What will I say? Yeah. That's why, before we came, I was mentoring her. She doesn't have to pay for that. Yeah. But when some people, when you train them, after you train with them, they throw you out. Number one, number two, they don't pick your calls anymore. I don't do that. I speak very exposed to the Dr. like almost every other day. Every other day. So that's what it is, guys. So if you're interested, reach out, okay? You can break into tech. You can do great things in tech and even, become a mentor to the community. We have so many people like Dr. Doring. We help you through different framework, not only one, RMF, ISO, PCI, ITRUS, so many other framework that right now we're doing third-party risk continuously, and we're doing it for the past 6 months. I mean, six weeks. Now we're rounding up. We did like last week, risk theory, risk appetite, risk types, and all of those stuff. So we're doing so we go deep dive into our own framework and practicalize it. So break into tech, reach out, schedule a call. You can do well in tech. You can break into tech, keep the job and grow on the job. So thank you so much, Dr. Doring. We cannot thank you enough for joining us today and for guiding us, giving us idea into said this Women History Month, telling the women that they can break into tech, telling the women they can do great things, and also that you're making big money in tech, 200K plus. That plus, you don't want to come out with anything else. When I said plus, it's like double. Okay? But I'm not going to go there in this case. Just know that your best life has just started if you break into tech. And we are here to help make it happen, to help you and to guide you. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I hope you have had a wonderful time with us. If you have further questions, reach out to me. If you want to break into tech, schedule a call. We have classes that are starting, like I said. We have some classes that are starting, so you can make sure you reach out to us, okay? And share with others that are also trying to break into tech. Share with them, okay? Let them know that definitely they can also break into tech. They can do great things in tech. It's not only for women, it's not only for men. Anybody can break into tech if you put your heart into it, if you put your mind into it. You can break into tech, you can do great things. We have classes starting in April, okay? Make sure you can break in. And I know in the future also Dr. Doring will be able to come back here and share with us again. So anytime. We really appreciate our time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dr. Doring. God bless you, and God continue to keep and bless you in your new role. By the time we meet you again, you'll be a bit bigger, and a better in tech.
Amen. Thank you, Prof.
So much. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye, guys.